Troy from Ace Appliance in Toledo, Ohio. Welcome back to another in-home diagnostic video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com. Okay, right now what we are looking at is we're looking at a Whirlpool dryer. This Whirlpool dryer, the customer's issue is that it is not heating. Being that it's not heating, there's a couple things you have to check first. One thing that I recommend you check first is the venting of the unit to make sure that your vent is not blocked, clogged, or crimped off somehow. Once you've checked that, if that is fine and air is flowing good, then what you're going to need to do on this particular model is you're going to have to access the back of the unit so you can start testing the different components. So first thing that I looked at and I've already noticed is behind the unit I can see the power cord coming down, and I can see the dryer vent going from the dryer to the wall, and I can see that it is completely bent and crimped together to where it is not letting air flow through the unit, which is probably the start of our problem, which has led to something else breaking or going wrong. So what we're going to do now is pull the unit out so we can access the back of the unit and see what we have going on back there. Okay, what we're going to do now after the unit has been pulled out from its spot, power cord removed from the wall, is I'm going to remove the screws on the back of the unit so I can remove this back panel to get a look at what else is back here and to test the different components. Upon removing the back panel, I'm going to get my multimeter out and I'm going to start testing different components. I'm going to start with taking a look at the fuse, the operating thermostat, and I'll look at the high limit thermostat and the high limit thermal fuse, and I'll also test the element from there to see which part is giving me my issue. Being that I did see a crimped, bent back vent coming out, I'm going to first start with my fuse. This is a thermal fuse that when the air comes through your heater into the dryer, back through here, as the air goes into the heater and comes back out through the tube, what it is doing is monitoring the operating temperature coming out of the unit. If this is crimped off as it was, the heat gets backed up here and will pop or make this non-resettable fuse go bad. And that is not our problem on this unit. The fuse is good. I'll check the operating thermostat. The operating thermostat is good. High limit fuse is good. Heating element as well as the high limit thermostat, both are operating fine. Now we've tested those things. This very well could have been as simple as a blocked vent. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the back cover back on because everything tests fine back here. We're going to plug the unit back in and we're going to let it vent right into the room for a minute to make sure that we do have heat generating from the unit. Okay, so now we've got the back panel put back on, the unit plugged back in. What I'm going to do is essentially turn it on, vent it into the house, just so I can feel the air coming out of the vent. I can feel as well as smell that it is heating up and getting warm. The unit is heating. So what I'm going to do is reconnect the vents. Excuse me. I'm going to position the dryer as far back as it should be pushed, and let the customer know that as far back as he should have the dryer pushed back, so that he can make sure that it does not get clogged again. Thank you for watching another quality video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com.